Hello and welcome to a new topic. What is a history of English literature? Is a history of English literature all about a collection of books written in English language? Is it all about an account of books written by different writers and arranged in a systematic manner? Is history of English literature all about a combination of writings put together in a systematic order? Is that so? Let's find out what really a history of English literature is. What is a history of English literature? It fixes attention upon the personalities of the men who have made literature possible. That is to say, it puts focus upon the personalities of the men, upon important writers, upon important authors who through their writings have made literature possible, who through their writings have made literature happen. Next point, it encompasses distinctive quality of the genius of each writer, his originality about what new things he has brought to the world, what new tastes he has created in his work, and what fresh departure he has made in the literature of his time. It includes, that is to say, history of English literature consists of the distinctive quality, the best of what has been written by the writer. We move on to the next. What is a history of English literature? It is concerned with the nature and value of the contribution which each writer has personally made to the literature. We have some more ideas. It investigates the nature of the influences that shaped the writer's thought, directed his taste, and helped to give a distinctive character to his work. We have some more ideas to continue with. What is a history of English literature? Literature grows and changes from generation to generation, and in tracing this growth, history must show the place which each writer occupies in it, and his relations with those who went before and with those who came after him. We have some more ideas. Each age has its own line of interest and its own way of thinking and feeling about things. Thus, literature is governed by certain prevailing taste of the time. We have some more ideas about what is a history of English literature. To conclude, we can say that principal object of a history of English literature is to trace the progress of literature through all its transformations from age to age, varying course of its development, and the successive changes which have taken place in its matter, form, and spirit. That is to say, what successive changes that have taken place in the way a writer has written, that is to say matter, content, form, that is to say style, and a spirit, that is to say the way they influenced the people through their writings. Now, take up the questions. Question number 1. Briefly explain the concept about what is a history of English literature. And the answer is, the principal object of a history of English literature is to trace the progress of literature through all its transformations from age to age, varying course of its development, successive changes which have taken place in its matter, form, and spirit. We have some more questions. That is to say, question number 2. Write true or false against each statement. A history of English literature is merely a chronological account of the books which has been written in the English language. Is it true or false? Please think. We will find out the answer. We have the next question. Question number 2. A history of English literature encompasses distinctive quality of the genius of each writer. Is that a statement true or false? Please think. We will find out the answer. A writer of genius makes a fresh departure from the spirit of his time. Is this a statement true or false? Please keep thinking and guessing. A history of English literature does not include the successive changes which have taken place in its matter, form, and spirit of literature. Is this a statement true or false? Please make a guess. We will find out the answer. A successful writer has the art of creating new tastes in his work. Is it true or false? Now, let's find out the answer one by one. The first one, this statement is false. Why? Because a history of English literature is not all about a chronological account of the books written in English language. If that is so, it will become a subject matter of general history, not literature. Therefore, this statement is false. Now move on to the next. This statement is true. Of course, history of English literature includes distinctive quality of the genius of each writer, what each writer has contributed, written with his original work, and so on. So this statement is true. Now go to the next. 3. This statement is also true. A writer of genius makes a fresh departure. Of course, a fresh departure, a new thing added to the collection of writings during the time he exists. So this statement is true. Let's find out the next. This statement is false. And now we have the last one. Of course, this statement is true. A successful writer has the art of creating new tastes in his work. Hope you understand the concept. What do we mean by a history of English literature? Thank you and goodbye.